Hello people of the verse and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we will be talking about Star Citizen's performance overall, because yesterday there was a little hotfix that was supposed to bring extra performance to the game, and at the same time they've also completely reset the RSI platform. The whole RSI platform was on maintenance for about 30 minutes, and I thought it would be a good idea to play the game right after everything is reset, right after a fresh boot. Is the game performing indeed better? Are the reasons why sometimes the game is not functioning so well the result of the servers, or perhaps the result of maybe a game environment that is entirely loaded with too many things, and maybe we're needing for server meshing for the game to work a little bit better? Maybe this is going to provide us with some answer. But before we move on, guys, of course, this month's giveaway, as I'm giving away for the subscribers of this channel and my new channel, the Eradicators, which is where I talk about pretty much everything that is non-Star Citizen related to the game. The link is in the description down below. For you guys, I'm giving away a Tumbril Nova tank with 120 months of LT of insurance. All you have to do is to subscribe to both channels and answer the giveaway question I'll be asking later. Also, for the backers of this channel on Patreon or via the join button membership, you guys should have access to my Discord channel, which is where I'm giving away this beautiful RSI Scorpius with LTI. Good luck to everyone out there. Alright, let's jump straight into the action, guys, and of course, first I'm going to do an SPK mission because, well, it's the perfect opportunity to see if the servers are working well, if the NPCs are responsive or not. But before that, I saw that I am not properly equipped. My helmet was not really fit for combat, and I was really happy to see that the Mobiglass was responding very quickly here. Sometimes we have to wait for a little while for the Mobiglass to just load its item. This was not the case. Everything was working instantly the way it should be working. I did not have any issues. We're having to do the same thing over and over again until finally my choices were acknowledged by the game. It was instantaneous, and that was something good to see. Again, probably because of a mix of the new server performances and having a fresh boot at the same time. That was some really nice quality of life, and I got to point this out here. Also, I was really happy to see that the Quantum Drive was also working fine. I played for about 2 hours and a half during that gameplay session. I did not have a single Quantum Travel bug. You know, that bug where sometimes you have to press B several times because it doesn't work, or you have to recalibrate and respool everything, or you have to go back to the Mobiglass, the star map, remove your route and set your route again. All of that, I just didn't need to do that. Everything was working again as intended, and this was also something very fresh, something of a novelty that I have not experienced in a very long time, and I was very pleased to see that. Alright, now at SPK, and we are going to see if the NPCs are responsive. Do they stand still? Are they moving? Are they going to shoot? We are going to figure it out right now. Entering here, I am equipped here. Checking the chat at the same time, always checking to see if people are responding or not. Here someone says that they got scanned, and also it seems like they said that they're alive. Now the chat is gone, but apparently maybe that's because that person that was just there at SPK who got scanned so that the NPCs are moving. That's maybe a good sign, so we'll be looking for them. They are usually, everything seems to be pretty quiet. Normally when they hear my footsteps, we could hear what was that, right? But it's not really the case, so we'll be looking for them, see if maybe they're going to shoot at me or see me or respond to my presence. Now there's always a few NPCs here in the corridors. So far so good, no one's here. Let's have a look. Maybe did you guys hear that? Yes, there was indeed a sound, so they are responsive. All right, that's fun. That's fun. Are they going to shoot me? Well, that remains to be seen. I want to be shot. I want to be killed by NPCs. If NPCs are effective at what they do, it means that the game is doing good, which is something that has not happened in Star Citizen, unfortunately, for quite some time. A little bit of freeze from time to time that I noticed here. Let's go to an NPC right there. No, and the NPC did teleport a little bit. Unfortunately, is he dead? Not yet. And he did not even see me here from the other side. That is not so good. Also notice how he is stuck inside the... This is a little bit freaky here. Oh, there's one. Look at that. That is really weird. It's like a zombie. Looks like there's one over there. Not responding at all. That's not good. That's not good. Let's see if they are all going to be like that, or at least we're going to get a few that can be a little bit dangerous, perhaps. Let's go downstairs and have some kind of answer. Oh, he's just pointing at the wall. This is really not good. Maybe we'll be just finishing the mission here and see if there's anything else that we can do. But so far, yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. Again, I was very happy to see... There you go, he's not doing anything here. Absolutely harmless. Yeah, this is kind of a mixed bag, unfortunately. As you can see, yes, the travel mode, the quantum travel mode was working fine. Using the mobi-glass also was instantaneous, which is the way it should be, but unfortunately the NPCs are still not responsive. And so having a fresh boot did not change anything. That's okay. We'll have a look at more missions and more features of Star Citizen. Hey, this one is running here, but unfortunately he's not shooting. It's like he's following a path without doing anything else. So yeah, we're going to do more missions, and we'll further improve our judgment based on what we are seeing. Now, I did notice also that the commodity price alerts are back to how they were before, which is a shame. I thought that it brought some interesting improvements during the fleet event with the extra commodities, which unfortunately are gone. Now, moving on to the bounty hunting missions, I was very happy to see that after the reboot of the RSI platform, every bounty was right there at their location. I didn't have to wait for the server to load the bounties for sometimes 2 to 3 minutes. They were here instantly. They were here, you know, right away, and I did not have to just, you know, look for them or sometimes wait for 5 minutes, going to mobi-glass, wherever. The action was instantaneous. And were they responsive? Was there some desync? Well, unfortunately, I did notice that sometimes there was indeed some teleportation or some freezes, which is something that unfortunately should not be happening. But as you can see here, the escorts, the other contacts, are also coming in right after I start fighting my bounties, and that is awesome because it is making these bounties, it is giving these bounties the difficulty that was intended to be given here. These are medium type difficulties here, MRTs, medium risk targets, and they are coming in with 2 escorts. If I remember, these are going to be 2 Aurora LNs. So that's wonderful. Plus, they are also responsive. They're not just flying around, they're also shooting at me, trying to deplete my shields. And boom, there we go. Still a little bit of a graphical glitch here with the explosion, but nevertheless, well, it was, I wouldn't say interesting because it's still way too easy compared to what it's supposed to be. But nevertheless, it was still a fight with some moving NPCs and kind of gave us the resemblance of what it is supposed to be. So yeah, that's again a minor improvement, as I was saying. Plus, we can also hear the voices of the NPCs, which was something that I could not hear before, so that is also working too. But yeah, again, at the same time, kind of a mixed bag, because yeah, sure, the NPCs were coming instantly, but still a little bit of desync, still a little bit of teleportation, still a little bit of frames that cannot get frozen, so that is still not great. Coming up next is a bunker mission, which, well, sometimes can be a little bit tricky because the turrets are not just not responding, or maybe the bunker itself is not spawning, or the elevator inside is just not here, and it can just ruin your gameplay. Let's have a look here if everything is working as intended, and I'm very surprised to see that there are no turrets. Now, note that at this point, as I am playing this, we are already 2 hours into the game, so it's been 2 hours after the fresh reboot of the RSI website, and it's entirely possible that at some point the servers start to be suffering. Plus, when I started playing, we were at only about 36-ish players in the server. By this time, the server is already full. Now, I'm also glad to see that even though the server is full, the frames per second here are still quite okay, despite me being here in the middle of a storm and the night on Hurston. I'm still noticing that the storm is pushing the Cutlass, which is still not something that is supposed to be happening. But anyway, it's not the point of this video. Let's have a look here at the entrance of this bunker. Oh, what is happening here? Something is shooting at my Cutlass. Now that is weird. I'm glad that I overclocked the shield. This looks like a turret popped. That is very weird. So a turret spawned after I came. There we go. There's a turret right here, and it is shooting. One of the lasers is shooting at those tanks, and one of the lasers is hitting the shields. Well, so be it, right? Let's just hope that eventually the Cutlass is going to survive. I'm glad I keep the engines on. I'm glad I keep the shields on. We'll see if this is going to make the Cutlass survive. It's also overclocked, so it should be okay. Alright, so I am able to switch between guns without losing the guns, so that is also a positive here. Let's have a look down here, down this bunker, see if the NPCs are also responsive. The bunkers are one of the areas in which the NPCs are the least responsive. Normally, they just sit here and do nothing. It's even worse than SPK. Let's have a look. There was no one. There's one right here. Is it shooting at me? Hey! There is some shooting indeed, but it wasn't this NPC, it was another one. I'm getting shot. Okay, alright. I'm getting shot. That's cool. The problem is that they're shooting when I'm gone. So again, probably a little bit of desync here as well. But it's good to see that they are more responsive than an SPK. What about this guy? No, he's still looking at the wrong place. I think that this is one of the main problems in Star Citizen. The NPCs, and that's the reason why the NPCs are looking at the wrong place. They think I'm there, but actually I'm in front of them. That's because of desync. The game is still giving the information to the NPCs of my position like 20 seconds before, which is why they're failing at just identifying where I am. There it is right here. And this is where, for example, people like morphologists are raising concerns that desync is so bad, is Crusader going to be delayed because it's going to make things worse? Now, my next question would be, can it get worse? Because that's already as bad as it gets. There's so much desync that the NPCs are not doing anything. It doesn't matter if there is a fresh RSI reboot or not, just like we saw. It's just there are way too many entities, there are way too many items in the game for the game to compute anything right now, given the current servers and the current engine. It's just preventing the game from computing the way it should be. Now they are going to have to do some serious optimization in order to avoid this desync from happening again and again and again in the future, but as of right now, unfortunately, rebooting the platforms is not changing anything. Okay, well, that was at least I'm getting paid, so that's already something. At least the game is acknowledging that the mission is over, so that's great. But it's still unfortunate to see that the NPCs, despite the fresh reboot, are still not doing anything. Alright, well, since it's been about 2 hours into the game, probably the servers are going to get back in a bad state, so it'll be time to... Hey, what's going on? Well, I suppose that this is going to end this video. For some reason, the game decided to kill me. So there we have it, guys. After 2 hours, the game is getting back to its shenanigans. And unfortunately, the experience gets as bad as how it was before. Now, there was indeed, even though we're still 2 hours after the upgrade and the update, there is an improvement in stability. I haven't experienced a single 30k error Even playing after this gameplay session, I played a little bit yesterday. This was recorded just after the update, but I played also yesterday for a long period of time and I had no 30k errors, so that is definitely an improvement for sure. But the game is still suffering from major flaws that are preventing it from being enjoyable, in my opinion. Anyway, that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to please hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more regular content about Star Citizen. This is the Eradicator. See you guys later. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.